Hello everybody, I'm Greg Haddad at Bailey Glass, and you're going to be learning today how to make grape leaves. We're also going to be talking about bringing the right tools and the right resources together to help you with your case. Now, when we talk about utilizing resources and bringing resources, we're talking about this little fellow right here. It's a grape leaf. I'm not sure who thought of the idea of using a grape leaf as a means by which you can stuff and eat. It's just one of those things where you utilize all resources and nothing goes to waste. I mean, matter of fact, while this is a jarred grape leaf, we actually had an arbor in the backyard that was served one purpose, and that was so we could have the grape leaves and we could make the grape leaves as a family. And I've kind of instilled that in my daughters, and those are the resources that I bring to bear when I make grape leaves for the family. Everybody participates, everybody's involved, because as you're gonna see, some of the mechanisms or the mechanics of rolling the grape leaves can be a little bit tricky if you're not used to it. And I use my daughters because they tend to have really small fingers and they're really nimble, and I've got these what they call sausage fingers, and I'm not so adept at rolling the grape leaves. But hopefully I won't mess up too much as we talk about that. So here's what we have. We have our lamb, and we've got our rice. This is just, I buy, this is white rice. It's been washed so that it absorbs water and it gets rid of that excess starch. So you don't want all that starch in there, and the water helps make the rice cook more evenly when you're cooking it. We always have to have salt, of course, and pepper. And I use allspice. Some recipes don't call for it. I just tend to be an allspice person. So I like a little bit of allspice because I like the flavor it gives. Added to this mixture is going to be the juice of one lemon. And now the fun part begins. This is, again, I say this every time. You want to cook, you want to practice law, you got to get your hands dirty and you got to get in there and you got to mix it up. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to mix it up. Now, when we talk about bringing the right tools and the right resources together, one of the benefits of practicing at Bailey Glasser is the number of attorneys with such different experiences that we can bring and involve in your case. You can bet that if you're filing suit against a physician or a hospital or the manufacturer of a defective product, that they have unending resources to try to defeat your claim no matter how meritorious it is. So you need a law firm that's got the resources and the different lawyers with different experiences to maximize your case. For instance, if you're suing a physician and the claim is that the physician has committed medical malpractice or medical negligence, well, one of the resources that we would bring in those situations is we would hire a physician, a specialist in the same specialty as the physician, to be able to explain what the doctor did wrong and what the doctor should have done that would have avoided sometimes catastrophic injuries. If it's a product liability case, some of our attorneys are engineers, and we would bring them in to help analyze the case and make sure that everything that should be done in the case is done. And that would involve also talking with experts in the field, witnesses that have specialized knowledge. If it's an automotive case, you would want somebody with automotive engineering, design, and manufacturing experience. If it's a pharmaceutical product, I happen to be a pharmacist, but we would still bring in experts in pharmacology to be able to explain why was the drug defectively designed, why did they overlook flags that would have indicated there's a safety issue with the drug before it hit the market, and what can we do to make sure that your case is brought to a jury with all the resources and all the armaments that you're going to need to prevail against a company that might have unending resources to challenge you. And what that takes is money. And the one thing that our law firm, we've been blessed, and we have the money to spend. And financial resources are incredibly important when you're challenging a large corporation or insurance company. You've got to meet them face to face, resource to resource. You don't want to go and try to take on a corporation if you don't have the resources to challenge them and to win your case. It'd be like bringing a knife to a gunfight. So we've mixed our rice, we've mixed our lemon, and now here comes the challenging part. Now this is a grape leaf, again, vein side up, tear off a little bit of your meat, you make it into a nice log, and then it's kind of like rolling a burrito. Sides in, and then you just want to roll it. And the one thing you want to make sure is you roll it tight, because when you cook it, you don't want to become undone. And miraculously, I was able to do that one on the first shot, which is kind of incredible for me. Now what you're going to do from this point is you're going to put it into a pot to cook. There you have it. This is what you'll end up with, and they're beautiful. Now if you look, and just as an example, because I made these beforehand, you can see how they're in a little bit of a crisscross pattern. It was a team effort, bringing the kids in, making sure they're involved in the process, helping roll the grape leaves. And that team effort is the way we approach lawsuits at Bailey Glass. We will bring who we need to bring in, both within our firm, whether it's people with engineering backgrounds, people with corporate backgrounds, people that have insurance knowledge, people like myself who have a pharmacy background and has been practicing medical malpractice for 30 years, people in the field outside of the firm that can talk about your injuries and why they occurred and why they shouldn't have occurred. I hope you enjoy these as much as I do. I can't wait to dig in and have these right here after we're done shooting this. Thank you for your time and enjoy.